It's a case of not too young to run or not yet ready.
My life started very early because when I be there 10 years old, police enter my village, scatter the place.
To free movement.
Now violation of my right, my arrest, my detention,
Yes.
my restriction.
Now since that night, now I make decision as a 10-year-old say, when I reach time, I go fight to ensure safety.
We still dey under neo-colonial control. Now we come dey inside internal recolonization by our.
When he rose, I remember. Sowore, you lay among them. When he rose, I remember.
You want to do something on you, Frank?
Revolution, we want to do something. We want to do something before we go. Revolution, revolution, revolution. We want to do something before we go. Revolution, revolution. To do something before we go. Revolution, every junction police day, police day, every junction police take over. Revolution go take over. We'll take over. Revolution will take over. We'll take over. Revolution will take over. We'll take over. Revolution will take over. Inside the looter, gentleman no dey oh. Inside the looter, inside the looter, gentleman no dey oh. Inside the looter, gentleman no dey oh. Inside the looter, gentleman no dey oh. Inside the looter, Fancy, iyo, wetin we do? Iyo. Patriots, I remember. Omoyele Sowore,
I know you have some.
Oh boy.
I want to thank all of you guys for,
Congratulations.
yes, for
Congratulations.
without my consent. You guys are starting to act like the government. You do things without consultation.
The elders.
Yes, but it's good that we can have today. Part of the reason I wasn't too keen on having any video birthday celebration is two. One of them is personal. I don't care too much about. But secondly, I've been.
I wanted to be with my family.
I spent like 5 months in detention. And when I came out, I found something very, very sad about Nigeria. Since almost 2 months that I came out, I haven't found a Nigerian who is hopeful about the future. And I thought that it would be, insensitive to be celebrating when everybody is sad in the country. And when there's a lot still to be done to put this country on the path towards freedom. So it just feels antithetical to me that we'll be jubilating when almost all of our countrymen and women feel insecure, they feel very sad, they feel abused, they feel that there's a burden on their heads and on their shoulders and now on their head. And a lot of our people also feel hopeless that there's nobody who is out there helping to push them or dig them out of this hole into which the Nigerian political elite has put them. Because the elites are digging our people deeper and deeper into perdition. I don't need to repeat it to you what is going on in the country. That the country is insecure, that the economy has totally collapsed, and that we are in a worse situation than we were in 1960. As I speak today, even the elites cannot travel out of the country and head back to Nigeria anymore. If you are coming back from London now, you have to be dropped in Ghana. If your destination is Lagos, because the airports are not working. They don't have the commonest instrument landing system that are available to countries like Togo, Ghana, and even Benin Republic. Our hospitals, we don't even want to talk about them anymore. Before they used to be mortuaries, as they say. Now mortuaries have graduated into hospitals. our education system it's no longer can be referred to as educational institution anymore because we are now officially dishing out ignorance as a policy. So anybody with a degree today can be regarded as an ignorant person if you got it from a Nigerian university. So everything around us is crumbling, and I'm wondering, what are people doing about it? You know, are we just keep complaining? That's my dilemma. That's why I couldn't celebrate. And it has nothing to do with whatever they did to me in the last 5 months. I really felt that that was necessary so that people whose eyes were hazy can see clearly. But there's something I think is very important about this year. Maybe if you look at it scientifically, this is the year 2020, and it's, in my view, the year of visionaries. Because the best vision in the world is Vision 2020. So if you don't get it in 2020, forget it. It will be crooked. So in any other year. So let's just dedicate the cake to our friends at the DSS. I wish we could go to their headquarters today and give them, because they need the cake more than we do. They are the ones who need love and salvation. Not us. We don't need cake, because when we were there, they were hungry too. They were suffering. But because the idea of national security has been turned into private security. So national security outfit turned itself into a private security outfit, protecting the president and his colleagues as coterie of bootlickers, his daughters who are photographers, and their sons and their cabal. So instead of feeling bad about them, I feel pity for them. That some of them are trained to protect the country, but they are now carrying out the jobs that houseboys would typically. Some of them are even better. Houseboys are better than a lot of them. But and also our judiciary, who in 2019 still cannot interpret the law to understand that a citizen has a fundamental human right to rise up whenever he's under oppression, to say no to oppression, and then decide that a Nigerian citizen in 2019 should be warehoused in a city in the name of city arrest. We also, as you guys say in Christendom, you need to pray for them. They also need salvation. But everything that has happened in the last 6 months has happened for good.
Yeah.
Because a lot of eyes are open. A lot of people have received consciousness. And a lot of people have become more educated. Different kind of education, not the classroom-based education. And there's awareness. And the moment you get that, you can't go back. A lot of people have been woken up and they can't go back to sleep anymore. And we understand that why a lot of people are reluctant to join us is that they have been put in a state of comfort that they don't want to be pulled away from. But now, everybody seems to be on the move. It will be a tragedy if we lose the momentum. The momentum is on our side. The way to describe it is a recent phenomenon between I think it was in Europe, where there was a storm called Sierra. And it was supposed to be a devastating storm. But it helped to break a record between the flight in the flight between the US and the UK, London. And the airplane flew for 5.5 hours, or less than 5.5 hours, instead of 6 hours between New York and London, because there was a storm. So this is our own storm, and we have the storm behind us. So instead of waiting for too long, our liberation should be fastened. That is all I have to say. Again, I'm sure that I'm reaching out to all of our friends. I've seen a lot of Facebook postings today about wishing me happy birthday. I'm sorry to tell you, there's nothing to be happy about. And it's just another day. And it will be relevant if you're just there wishing me happy birthday and there's nothing to be happy about. You should just do something about this country so that every day can be a happy birthday for everybody. Because there's a Nigerian born every day in this country. And that's where I will stop today. Once again, to thank those people who put this together. I'm glad you all failed to surprise me when I caught you guys carrying the cake up and down. But regardless, I appreciate it. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir.
Revolution! Now! Revolution! Now! Revolution! Revolution!
All right, we have the cake.
So we have to take the cake to DSS office.
Maybe.
They need it more than us.
They need it more than us. Yes. Yeah. DSS. Here we come.
Nigeria, they use computer. The leaders of Nigeria, they use radio where they turn the knob.